testing out this questionable meal. So as you can see, I'm out again. The weather is disgusting. I am going to put my waterproof jacket on again, but today I've got something special to try. Got some meals, and I've only brought one with me, but there is 3 different flavours. I will share them, and I'm going to try it out today. Now, this meal I've heard very, very good things about. It's something that those who love the freeze-dried meals and the pre-prepared meals seem to really love. And from what I hear, these things are game-changing. So for somebody who always cooks fresh when he camps, let's give it a go.
Trees and a fire's warm glow, moon casts shadows on the forest below. Footsteps echo on the soft dirt trail. Breeze tells secrets in a hushed detail. Under the open sky so wide, the stars are my map, the moon my guide. Every step leaves a memory to find. Freedom's a gift where nature aligns. Morning light dances on dewdrops clear. River hums softly through the woods near. Mountains stand tall like a quiet tune. Hearts beat steady to the rhythm of June. The call of the wild, a melody unknown. It wraps around me when I'm alone. In the solitude I feel alive, hiking trails where the earth will thrive. Under the open sky so wide, the stars are my map, the moon my guide. Every step leaves a memory to find. Freedom's a gift where nature aligns. Hammock sways amid piney perfume. Night paints the sky with its cosmic bloom. Campfires crackle, tells a tale or two. Sparks fly high, searching skies so blue. Sways amid piney perfume. Night paints the sky with its cosmic bloom. Campfires crackle.
As you can see, we're all set up now. I've got the tarp up, I've got my chair, so I'll talk you through a bit of gear that I've got with me, and I'll talk you through what we're going to do today. Cooking today, I'm using just your standard Coleman gas. It's a massive one, but I got it a good deal on Winfields before they'd shut down. I think I got 6 tins for about 20 quid. I didn't actually know they were shutting down. I went down earlier this week. Thought it's a big part of my childhood going there. That's where my love of camping came from. So my dad used to take me down there all the time. They used to have a big spirally slide, and I used to get school shoes and all sorts from there back in the day. And they always used to have all the tents set up outside. I used to love going looking at all the big tents and the little tents. And I went earlier this year and there was no tents out, and then we went again because it looked like there was some issues, and we went again earlier this week and it's gone. The company's gone into administration. It's unfortunately, I think it's the way the world's going. I think with everything being online now cheaper, and your bigger brand stores like your Decathlons and your Go Outdoors, just these big shops can't keep up, which is sad because I always enjoyed going and being able to look at the tents there and see what I wanted, and there's a lot of gear that I have that's based off going there and being able to go inside things, and there's stuff that I still want now that I've experienced from visiting shops like that. So now, even after that, we went to another one that's in Blackburn called Outdoor Action, and they're usually on 3 stories, and the top 2 floors, the first floor's sort of half tents and half just general camping stuff, and then the top floor was always just tents. And we went in just after Winfield's not been open, and they didn't even have the top floor open, and they had about 3 or 4 tents set up. Plenty of other gear, but I think the way things are going, give them a year to 2 years and they'll probably go down the same way. So anyway, I'm prattling now, so let's carry on going through what I've got. So I've got the Alp Kit Brew Kit. Need your prayers for this one. Not that I'm a religious person, but this stove hasn't been working very well recently. When I got back into camping, it was the first stove I bought because I wanted an all-in-one, and it was really good for about, I'd say 3 or 4 months, and then it started losing power and stuff. But for the purpose of what I'm cooking today, I needed an all-in-one, and I've not bought another one since. Obviously, long-handled spoon, or spot technically. I have the Ron Hill water bottle. Don't be fooled by the colour of the water. The water bottle's a funny colour. The water's come out of a tap. You'll have to excuse my lighter because the kids constantly nick my camping lighters, so I had to use what I could get at home, and unfortunately the only lighter Steph has is ginormous. And then we've got what I'm going to be cooking today. So I've heard big things about these. I've watched a few videos online and spoke to a few people on forums and on Facebook and stuff, and everybody raving about these meals. So they have them in B&Ms. A lot of people know Fray Bentos. They make not very good pies that come in a tin, so I'm not very hopeful for this. They've got 3 different flavours. They've got sweet and sour chicken, they've got a chicken tikka, and they've got a chili con carne, and they're £2 each. And it says on the instructions that you can microwave them in 3 minutes, you can cook them on the hob for 4 to 5 minutes, or you can actually boil these within the pouches. Now this is the one bit of controversy that I've seen online. So I've seen other people do videos of these, probably the most famous one's English Woodsman, and the first one of these meals he did, he boiled in the bag, and then he got slated in the comments for it, saying that he shouldn't have boiled it in the bag, he should have done it in a pan, he didn't give it a fair go. It actually states on the back, I'll share on the screen, actually says there, these can be boiled in the bag. That's how I'm going to cook it today. I'm going to try it. I'm not very hopeful. Like I said, Fray Bentos stuff isn't the tastiest for me. I prefer cooking fresh. But they come with rave reviews, they're £2. They've got a decent amount of calories, they're not massively heavy, and if you just want to get out quick or you're in a pinch, might be an option for you. But I would like to say that looks like baby sick. So does have a clicker on it. I will try the clicker, but it's temperamental, so we'll see where we go from there. But give it a go, let's see. See, the second's gas coming out, that clicker just doesn't work, which is why I brought the lighter. It's part of the problems that I've had with this Alp Kit Brew Kit, and it's something that I know other people who've got even things like jet boils have said exactly the same. One thing I do like about the Alp Kit stuff is them pot stands are very, very good. It's only a plastic one, but it's really firm. I have looked at titanium ones as well, but I sort of work on the principle of it's not broke, why fix it, and it doesn't really weigh much, so I'm not saving much in the way of weight getting a titanium one, so I may as well just use this one. So, this Ron Hill bottle, I have issues with this. So, I don't know if anybody else has got one, but I find it really, really difficult to get water out of it. Even for drinking, like that's the easiest I've ever had water out. You've got to have the best lungs in the world, so what I tend to find is I use it for storing water in. I tend to unscrew the top. I'll pour that in. And try not to completely salt myself, although I have already half salted myself, as you can see. So what I'm going to do with this, it doesn't actually give you instructions on how to boil it in the bag, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open the top ever so slightly, and then that will be submerged in the water. And the one thing I really like about the Outkit brew kit is I pinch the handle, put it over, it'll hold my lid, and you've got a steam hole. So just while that's boiling, it takes, from what I gather, from what it says on the packet, about 8 to 10 minutes, something like that. Probably a little bit longer in one of these, but you don't want it too hot, so I've got the gas turned down ever so slightly, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so what's your opinion? Have you tried these? Drop me a comment below, let me know if you have, which ones you want to see me try next day. I do have all three. We'll see how it goes. I think this is probably going to be more entertaining for you guys than it is for me, because I'm really not looking forward to this. So I'm just going to open it up now. It actually smells quite nice. Oh, it's hot. It is hot. I was going to give it a stir, but I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of it. Let's get the stove off. Ordinarily, I'd recycle that water and make a brew, and it does still look quite clean, to be fair. I have made meals similar to this myself before, as you know. I'm not throwing that on the floor, I will take that with me. I'll follow, leave no trace. What I'll do is, I'll see if I can give you a look at what it looks like. It actually looks nicer inside the bag than it does. Still looks a little bit like dog food. But I'll give it a bit of a stir. It's going to be one of them rare occasions that'll go against everything I believe in. I'm going to have to eat on camera, because obviously I'm testing out this questionable meal, which smells incredible, to be fair. Then you just need to see me actually try it. It's hot. There you go, look at that. Let's steam the camera up. You know what? That's really good. Quite spicy. It's got a little piece of something. I thought it was a bean at first, but it's sort of chicken-like. Yeah, here we go. Your taste. Yeah. Okay, I'll take it back. I definitely think I could take one of these camping with me. At least this flavour. I don't know how many calories it's got in it. 372 per pouch. And that's got 19 grams of protein in it, so it's not a bad amount of protein either, so not a bad little meal. See, I would say I'll finish this off camera, but I actually want you to see that I'm going to finish it, rather than we turn it off and whiz it for days and then come back and go, look, it was good that.
But yeah, I think definitely as a quick meal, at least on the way up. We're just doing a full day. And then I'd definitely hit the spot for some lunch. Fray Bentos, I know you're not going to look at this video, but well done. You should take this same marketing and put this into your pies, because they're not the best. Although to be fair to them, the puddings aren't bad. We'll see. That's it all gone. So, just short of 400 calories. Not a bad amount for lunch. Feel full enough. Full enough. I feel pleasantly full. Obviously, now worse than eating too much and getting stuffed. This is how you end up like this. Well, it's not, that's biz, but it doesn't help. And paranoid now, got food all over me because I don't eat on camera. But yeah, not a bad amount of calories. It's filled me up enough. I've got a good bit of energy. I think if I'd stopped for some lunch along the way while trying to get to camp, that'd be definitely something that'd boost me. Nice to get a hot meal and you boost your morale. It didn't take long at all in the stove, and it cooked perfectly. So obviously, I know there's been a lot of controversy about that. It does say on the packet you can boil it, and I did. And what I did was I brought it up to the boil, and then I turned it down into a simmer, and gave it a good 5 minutes on simmer at that point. And I didn't even have to stir it in the bag. Like, I've got ones that I make myself that literally I have to stir before that. So no, it cooked really well, and I can't fault it. And what would I rate out of 10? If you class a fresh one that's homemade as being in that 10 sort of category, yeah, I'd give it an 8. It was up there. I've had takeaways that are worse, so that kind of says it all, doesn't it? But yeah, it was quite nice. It filled a hole. I feel pleasantly full, and I'm probably going to start taking them with me when I go camping, which is something that's really surprised me. And am I a convert to freeze-dried and to pre-made meals for hiking and camping? We will see, but it's definitely opened my eyes to maybe trying some of the ones that are actually dedicated to it. Do I think it's this big groundbreaking game-changing thing that people make it out to be? Time will tell. Like I said, I'll have to try some of the dedicated meals and see how I feel, but it was alright. It wasn't bad. I think that a lot of these big companies need to watch out, because when you can buy stuff like that for £2, I feel pleasantly full, feel energised, and it cost me £2. And some of these pre-made, especially the freeze-dried ones, and I know they're lighter, but some of them are upwards of £10-15. And yes, the ingredients that were originally put into them are probably better. And yes, your calories are probably balanced a little bit more, but it's £15. And I don't know, like, I'm going to try some just for the sake of comparison, but I don't know if I could spend that money willingly, knowing that I can buy something like that for £2. That being said and done, might as well call it. I'll share you a bit of a montage of me struggling to put the tarp down, I suppose. And yeah,